Hello, people. My name is Vlad. I want to say a very warm welcome for everybody that's watching us right now. I'm here with my guest from Mother Bulgaria itself, Nick.
Hello, Vlad.
So, firstly, Nick, I want to introduce yourself a little bit to our viewers.
Okay, so hello everybody. I am Nick. I'm from Bulgaria, Volgograd, and I study creative business here in the Netherlands,
Okay.
in
Uh,
Leeuwarden.
yeah, we're both students at the same university, actually.
Yeah, we're from the same class, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, tell me something about yourself. What do you like to do?
well, I like to produce music, and um I don't know. I like a lot of stuff like partying, drinking, but also I like to learn about other cultures, history as well. Uh, like
Why, for example, this is one of my questions for you. Why did you choose Netherlands? Why not other country?
Well, because of the quality of the education here and the fact that it's cheaper than most countries in Europe and it's actually good. They care like for international students a lot. I don't say that they in the other countries don't, but here they are like uh, give more attention to internationals as well. At
Mhm.
least this is how I feel. And I actually wanted to study music, like music production, but I felt that like marketing and the business part is more important than the something's wrong with the microphone. I don't know what. Anyway,
You need to speak closer to it.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's it. Or just drag it closer to you.
Yeah, I think this is better. I just don't want to like create distortion when I'm too close to the mic.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and I was searching for a program to study, and I find creative business, and I saw that there's music management there as well. And I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my thing. I just felt it from the inside. Let's
Right.
say my intuition told me so.
So you're into music,
Yeah,
and Netherlands was like an opportunity for you.
yeah, because like 5 years, 6 years ago, when I started to produce music, I actually got a lot of inspiration from the Netherlands and the DJs here, which were not only DJs but they produced their own music. And I started actually with EDM, mostly big room house.
hmm
Yeah.
When this passion for music actually occurs in your life?
Probably in second grade, from one of my cousin's birthday. She had like a gift, like toy piano or something, and I just started to play and I enjoyed it. And my grandmother was like, "Oh, do you want to start lessons?" I was like, "Yeah, why not? I like to learn new stuff, even though I was very young." And I started piano lessons for like 2, 3, I think 4 years. I'm not sure. Then I stopped, um, and like in sixth grade, seventh grade, I started again. No, 5 or 6th grade, I
Mm.
started again. And actually, I didn't only want to play like other people's music. I wanted to create my own stuff. And I like bought sheets for music composition and start to create my own stuff, but in more classical genre, not actually like
Yeah,
EDM.
I get it.
Yeah. And then I actually started violin lessons for like 6 months, but it's I liked it, but I wasn't good at it. Like for 6 months, if I cannot play something right or sound good, at least
Yeah.
decent sound, I just stop it. Um, and yeah, I started to write like long sheets, a lot of stuff, and I just at some point I stopped because I didn't feel like I'm creating something because I couldn't hear it.
hmm What do you think about this transition? So comparing the new methods of making music to the oldest one, like, do you enjoy more making music in this era with all the uh, electronic stuff and all the opportunities that you have,
Uh,
or would you like to live back in the time when the music was actually made by humans?
I mean, that's a good question. I actually prefer today because you can actually hear what you're making. For some people that don't have like I don't know don't have the opportunity to release their music, and don't actually know like a lot of music theory, they can create music by their ear, just like most of the DJs. Um, and yeah, you can create drum patterns, melodies, combine them, and when you don't have like an idea how something should sound like, and you use like the AWs like FL Studio,
Yeah,
Ableton, Pro Tools, not Pro Tools, but yeah, you get what I meant.
yeah,
And yeah, because for somebody that is new to music, he knows that he wants to create music, but never played an instrument, never had an idea how or certain rhythms should sound like. I think it's great that in modern world you can actually hear what you're producing in real time.
yeah. That's great. I prepared a kind of game for you in order to our viewers can understand you better.
Okay.
It's gonna be some fun questions right here. So my first question for you is: would you press a button if you could receive $3 million, but someone from your family is going to die?
No.
Wouldn't press it
No.
for sure, 100%.
No.
Bro,
No. No. What?
okay.
Why?
I don't know. There are some people who would like prefer their own
Family to die to receive 3 millions?
someone from your family, not the whole family dies,
Yeah.
but their own comfort instead of,
Can I choose who can die?
bro. Nah, don't go in that direction. It's
Okay,
random.
okay.
Let's say it's random. It's random.
But there's still okay. Yeah, I won't press it. Anyway.
Okay, so you won't press it.
Well, no, of course not.
Okay. Then, as a second question, would you press a button if all your dreams are going to become reality for you? And by dreams, I mean all the music stuff that you want to do. All your dreams in terms of music are going to become true for 1
Yes.
week. But here it is. But after you are going to achieve your dreams and everything, you are going to be deaf.
No. No, no. I don't like. I always thought about this. I don't want to live life like a handicapped person. Doesn't matter if I cannot walk, cannot hear or see. I may live miserable, but I want to have everything that my body is supposed to work normally. I may live miserable, but at least I want to be healthy. Like, it doesn't. It sounds a little bit like contradiction, but there's some ways. And not miserable, but like middle class. Like, not very much succeeding in life, but at least I'm healthy.
Not really, because if you're healthy, you can actually make your dreams come true. So
Yeah,
that's the whole point
yeah,
of it.
of course.
And the last question for you is: would you press the button if you could solve the world hunger, but you are going to be poor? Would you sacrifice your own satisfaction in terms of money and having a good life and everything, but you can solve the world hunger?
Let me think about this.
Yeah, take your time. For me personally,
I mean, yeah, why not? I can, yeah, I would press like I may be poor, but I may be poor for a month, let's say, and then can, step by step, build my way to the success again.
Yeah.
Why not? It's fun game to try.
Yeah. So you're basically relying on your own mind and aptitudes in your life.
Of course.
That's a good thing.
Like, why would I rely on other people? Like, that's lazy work. That's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I allowed to say words like bullshit because of YouTube demonetization?
You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want to go more into personal stuff. I would really love to know, what does the word friendship mean for you?
Well, the word friendship to me means somebody that is so close to me. That is, I don't know. For me, it means somebody that is always good with me, always understands me, always is there for me. It's like a brother. I have friends, but they're not like real friends for me. They're just people that I know. I have like 3 real friends. Mm, yeah, 3 real friends.
What's the difference between a real friend and a person that you know? What does it take for a person that you know to become a friend of yours?
Well, at least we had to know each other for at least a year. We had to go through a lot of shit together. We have to know what else. Yeah, some basic stuff like what the other person likes, what are like their dreams, what they want from life, and always to care for each other, always to be there for the other person, always to help them. This is what friendship means to me, not just from the one side, but from both sides. I'm always, if I felt to a person, if I felt really connected to a person, I'm always willing to give everything from me for them. But I have to feel that the other person is gonna do the same for me. There's, I don't know, it's kind of conscious thing or subconscious thing that you feel. You just feel it.
Yeah. Have you had any experience with bad trusting in people or trusting in bad people?
Yeah, a lot of times.
That's why I
Yeah.
asked you this question, because for as for my personal view, the word friendship, it's kind of hard to define.
Yeah,
I have this story that I told you that I'm going to
save it for today.
save it for today. And back in my country, I had a really good friend. We were the best friends for 10 years. We slept in the same bed. We shared the bed. We shared the bowl in which we were eating. We shared all the things. We grew up together basically for 10 years. He was more than a brother for me. And for I think 1 year, 2 years ago, probably 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Um, it was this story between me and a girl.
Okay, I know that where this is going.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
So I liked that girl so much, and we were just talking and exchanging experiences and all the stuff. And he knew all the story. Of course, he was my best friend. I was always talking with him, exchanging ideas and all the stuff. Uh, and at one point, that girl told me, "Okay, we can actually go to something more seriously." And um, I felt like, okay, this is my chance. I told this to my best friend, and after I told this to my best friend, 2 3 days later, the girl came and told me that, okay, this is not going anywhere. We need to just separate. We won't talk anymore. And I just couldn't understand what actually happened between me and that girl, because everything seems to be fine. And I actually find out that she was talking with him all the time. She talked with me because she wanted to get closer to him, to my friend. And also my friend knew this thing from,
The beginning.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
And he didn't said anything. He knew all my secrets, all my stuffs that I was holding in myself,
Yeah.
all my thoughts.
This is why you cannot trust people. You can trust only yourself,
Yeah.
even your family. Like, yeah, you may love them, but you cannot trust a person because the people are always have that primal instinct in them.
Yeah.
That if they want really something, even though their closest person wants the same, they're always going for themselves.
Of course.
I don't say you have to be selfish, but
Be
Don't-
careful who you trust.
yeah, don't like. Let's say egoism. Egoism a good thing when you know how to use it, but don't say like use it when all the time.
Yeah.
Egoism means, at least for me, it means that you should sometimes choose yourself before others, but in certain situations, not always. But some people get it wrong and think like this is like their inner power, and I don't know. Just some stupid things happen when people think that egoism is a good thing to do it the whole time. Mm. But yeah, the story is sad. Like I had a lot of friends that I called my best friends. I trust them a lot. A lot of things happened between us, like good things, and at some point they're just like trash talking to me for no reason.
Behind your back, or
First behind my back, then in front of me, and I'm just leaving these friends or this group, moving to another, and the same thing repeats. But I found like 2 years ago almost, um, my best friends now that I mean probably because of the years, like I'm 18 at least,
yeah,
and yeah, people change through the years when they're growing up, and a lot of shit happens. But I think because we're already at age that we're supposed to be
mature enough.
nature enough, yeah, that I found my best friends. That I really feel them like a family.
That's a good thing.
Thank you.
Tell me about your childhood in Bulgaria. Do you have like
Well,
any stories that you want to tell us? Any experience that you've occurred there?
a lot of things, but you have to be more specific. Like, I can tell you a lot of things.
Tell me about schools in Bulgaria. How are schools after the communist fall and everything?
Well, I wasn't born during the communist fall, but
After the communist fall, that's what I'm saying.
probably the students or the pupils, whatever the word was, anyway, have like, let's say, more power than during the communism. Because during the communism, you cannot say shit to a teacher. If you say something to a teacher, they shave off your head. At least this is how I learned it. Like if you're misbehaving in school, they put you in a chair in front of the whole school and shave your head.
Back in communism.
Back in communism, yeah,
Yeah.
not today's
Okay.
time.
So
But
basically,
it's a good idea. But you cannot do it to a lot of people because a lot of people are with like 0 or 1. Like
yeah. How
haircut.
are you going to shave those guys?
where?
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you experience any troubles getting through the school, through the
Travels like in the school itself, or
getting through the whole school experience? Let's say.
I don't think so. Like when we were had like hard exams, for example, when I was stressed out because I'm gonna get a bad grade, and my parents aren't gonna be what was the word? Satisfied with my result. This when I get stressed out, but I didn't care about grades. I was caring about like satisfying my parents, but I didn't try to satisfy them a lot as well. So it's kinda I put myself in troubles when I could get out of them, but I don't care because grades are nothing.
Yeah,
This is
that's
just
true.
a stupid shit that shows who is better, who is doing better. But no, that's just a stupid test to test the memory of the children. Like, of course, children's gonna have great memory. Their brain isn't full of things to think about, to worry about, to care about.
Yeah.
So I think the whole thing is with the grades stupid. Like, there should be created a new system for education.
I agree with you.
But I think that a lot of people say that the system of education today is broken, but actually it's supposed to work this exact way, because politicians, rich people want slaves, and when you just stressing out person their whole life to study, to learn stuff, and then forget about them like in month or two, this creates like kind of a slave mind, like, oh, I have to do this for this moment, I have to memorize this, I have to do this, to write this stressful situation, because a lot of people tell you that grades are important for your future development, and you're always stressing for the past 12 years in the period when you have to be most happy, to have live your most enjoyable life.
And it's also not meant to accomplish you for the good things that you've done, because nobody's telling you if you receive a 10, then you're good. Everybody's telling you if you receive a 4, you're bad. If you receive a bad grade, you're a bad person.
Yeah, yeah. This is the mindset of almost everybody in every country.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be created a new system. Let's create one. Brainstorming.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about Bulgaria itself as a country. Let's say, how was Bulgaria formed? Or
How was Bulgaria formed?
yeah.
Well, that's a long story, but I think it was created. Wait, are we speaking about today's Bulgaria, like the country I'm from, or Bulgaria, the country, the origin of the country itself, like the previous Bulgaria?
The origin of the country itself.
The origin of the country. Okay, so there was old great Bulgarian Empire, like at the beginning of the first century. I'm not quite sure, but around this time. And it was in the area of like Azov Sea, which is in Ukraine, like around like Ukraine and Russia at Black Sea. Then I think it was Hankubrat, it was his name, like the king, let's say, of the country, had like 5 sons, Anas Paruch and
4 more.
4 more, yeah. And they spread out through the world. And Hannes Paruch is the founder of today's Bulgaria. He called it the new Bulgaria because there were like 4 more countries Bulgaria. Bessarabian Bulgaria, I think. No. I don't know how it's English. I just gonna say it in Bulgarian. Voshka, Bulgaria, which is in Russia, like around the border, I think. Then there was Bulgaria in Italy, which is very interesting because in today's time there are like Bulgarians in Italy that are from
the old.
They are descendants of the Bulgarians from this time,
Yeah.
and there's whole region, like not whole region, but there's some mountains in Italy that are called Bulgarians. Yeah, like it has Bulgarian in its names, and there are people these days that recognize themselves as Bulgarians, but they speak, I think, like kinda old version of our language, not mixed with the Slavics, with the Slavs. Because when Hannes Paruch arrived in like the Danube and created Bulgaria, we mixed with a lot of Slavic people, and our language changed a lot. Like we have a lot of Slavic words, but we have also like some old words as well. Like our language is not pure Slavic, like Serbian, not gonna say Macedonian, like Serbian, Bosnian, Croatian, and Russian, for example. Our language is a mix of 2 languages.
So it also contains some originary Bulgarian words.
Yeah, and Turkish as well because of the Ottomans.
Yeah.
But our writing system was different before the coming of communism, actually. The communists changed a lot of things, like we have a sound at the end of not a lot of words, which make the sounding of the word a little bit different than today's version of our language. And I think the communists erased that sound of the end of the word. That I think you actually in Romania have it. Like
we have
at the end, but in Bulgaria, the writing rule is that you cannot have at the end of the word.
But you can pronounce it. I mean, can you have in the speaking language?
Of course, that's the language that
so
generations grew up.
What's the point of erasing one sound from the writing?
I don't know. They were stupid.
Okay.
That's communism. Don't find logic in it. Like it was. Yeah, it was supposed to be like equalization between all people. Nah, bro. They just want to fucking control the country and make the rich and the poor just poor and take all the riches for themselves and the wealth of the country.
Same as now. The only thing is that now they are hiding it. I mean,
Yeah, they're not communists.
it's
They're
not with
like
cards on the table.
yeah, the cards are under the table.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
Yeah, but there's like more freedom now. Before, for example, in the communism,
Do you
Becau-
think this is freedom?
I said there is more freedom. Not that is freedom.
Well, do you know what is the best method to lock someone?
Tell me.
Don't let him know that he's locked.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, that's it actually. But yeah. By the way, there's I think data shows that today's people are more depressed than before the communism, like more sad. But do you know why this is? Because during communism you weren't allowed to say
be
that
sad.
you're sad or you don't like the government or everything, because they're gonna kill you in front of your family, and not kill you but gonna torture you and probably kill you. Like yeah, and the rich people were like the enemies of the nation during communism in Bulgaria. I don't know how it was in other countries, but that's how it was in Bulgaria. And they captured rich people, take all their money, all their wealth, all their properties, put them in concentration camps, like the Nazis, and just tortured them, and probably kill them if they survived. They were just traumatized for their whole life and weren't allowed to say anything bad about communism. This is how you manipulate the whole nation. You just take a small part of, like, let's say, the most respectable member of the family, for example, grandfather or father, torture them like months or years, and when he comes back, he has PTSD, and he's not allowed to say anything bad because they're gonna capture him again. I mean, this is his mindset. And when he's the most respectful figure in the family, he doesn't allow everybody to say bad shit as well.
You know what I'm thinking about? How could you become rich during the communist time? Because you technically didn't own nothing. You couldn't own something because the government owned all the shits. How could you become rich back in the time? And I mean, you're becoming rich, and do you expect the other people not to question how did you become rich during that times?
I think that's just my opinion. I'm not sure. There are two ways: either join the party or flee the country.
That's it. And I mean, not both of them, but both of them are bad. But the second one, it's bad for the government. So
Yeah,
that's what I say. It's a logical connection between.
you have to decide if you want to, like, if you want. Okay, from the two options you have, like, first join the party, and the second is flee the country. Do you want to be part of the people who are on top of everybody in the country and just torturing and making the whole country exhausted, sad, feel like they're in some shithole? Or you just want to be for yourself, don't help anybody, and help yourself and your family? You cannot help the people. You can either join the torturing or just help yourself and your family. You cannot help the nation. This is at least how I think. I may be wrong. I don't know.
I think it's just a paradox. Like that one question: would you prefer to be an angel going through the devils, or would you prefer to be a devil going through the angels? The same. I mean, it's the same result. It's nothing good, because back in that time, if you could join the party, your emotional state won't be the best. But if you wouldn't, your financial state won't be the best. So you must choose what you want to lose.
You must choose, but choose wisely.
Yeah. One question that I have for you is how is religion in Bulgaria?
It's Orthodox Christianity.
Orthodox
And some
Christianity.
Muslims, yeah. I mean, we were in the Ottoman Empire, so of course there are gonna be Muslim people.
How it's viewed, the religion nowadays in Bulgaria? Do people still going to church? Are people still praying?
Yeah, I mean, at least from what I know, from what I'm seeing, sorry, there are a lot of religious people. They may not go that often to church, but they're faithful people. They trust into the religion.
Okay.
No matter if they're Christians, Muslims, or whatever. Like Christians at least trust a lot. I mean, believe.
They are faithful.
Yeah, they're very, very faithful. But on the other hand, you have like the atheists, which are, I don't know.
Are they a majority or a minority in Bulgaria?
I'm not sure actually. I think that religious people are more, a lot more. But you know, a person can go through a lot of things through their life. So
Yeah.
at some point they may be Christian, at some point they may be atheist, and the other point they may be something else. But yeah, I've seen more Christians than atheists or whatever the pronunciations is.
Atheists.
Sorry for my Russian accent again.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, my friend. Okay, next question.
Yeah. What is your personal opinion about religion? I mean, do you agree with this Christianity idea? Do you
Well-
think that there are things that are good and should be taken and things that are not good and should be thrown away? Do you think that it's good but has some bad influences? It's bad, but if you view in another way, could be good? Or what is your actual opinion about this religion?
About Christianity or as the religions as a whole?
Let's start just with Christianity.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say my opinion first for all the religions. Then I'm gonna continue with just
Okay.
Christianity. Religions are created by people to control the people. That's simple. And Christianity is the biggest one because who spread Christianity throughout the world?
The same person that spreads every religion throughout the world. The people. So if you believe in Christianity, of course you're going to spread the Christianity. If you're a Muslim, of course you're going to spread all over the world.
Yeah, but which empire spread Christianity throughout the world? Which empire forces the conquered countries to be Christians?
Talking about the Roman Empire?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Christians. Even though in the beginning they were anti-Christians and go after and kill the Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who has more power? Has more just power. So if you control a lot of countries and you believe in one religion, you make this religion to apply to every person. If they're don't agree, kill them. And at some point, people become who are at the top of the hierarchy on the throne. Let's say
Mhm.
they become greedy and they don't want just power. They want money.
Yeah.
They want to enslave people because at some point you have so much money that you don't even find it enjoyable because you can have everything, but you can create drama and discord between people, which somehow probably satisfies your hunger for emotions that you cannot live anymore because of the incredible wealth you have.
Did you know the fact that actually Romans, when when Romans invaded Dacians, they let the Dacians to have their own religion because they believed in other gods.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
They didn't actually slay all the
I mean,
atheists and back in Dacia.
well, that really depends for which period of the Roman Empire you're talking about and which year was this?
106 after Christ. 106 after Christ.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Christianity. If you look up the mythology in the Bible and the stories, if you
Try to interpret them.
you can find a lot of logic actually in it then, but not logic, but true stuff that apply for yourself.
Mhm.
But holy books are meant to be read by yourself so you can find meaning in them, not a priest to tell you
That's what
what.
I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't need a priest who is like a messenger between you and God, because if God, just like Christianity says, is in all of us, in everything around us, why cannot I become a vessel, a messenger to communicate
Hmm.
with God? Why do I need to trust another person who says without proof he is closer? What makes him more special than me if we are all equal?
Yeah, I agree with this. And it's also this thing that when someone is telling you about Christianity, then it's it's filtering through his own view,
Exactly.
through his own point of view. Because I can tell you like a story from the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can, because this is that's the whole point. Um, when I'm telling a story and I want you to understand something, at the end of it, I tell you what you should understand from it. What
Yeah.
what the priest and religion in general should do is like let you understand the story and
Mhm.
just let you understand what does it mean actually, not try to influence you through their own point of view.
Feel. Yeah, exactly. Tell me a story.
Yeah.
Or this was just example. I thought you were gonna tell me a story actually as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. And yeah, even though religion means like I cannot remember, I learned this in my philosophy class back uh, in high school. Sorry, my nose is anyway. It's itching, but I cannot remember the translation. But I think it meant like close to God or connection with God or something like this. The translation of the word religion from I think the Latin. I don't know. This is how I remember it. I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry, my nose is itching
Don't
a
worry,
lot. I
don't
don't
worry.
know why. Probably from the mustache.
Yeah, sure. We're in Netherlands.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck is happening outside?
Don't know. Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
So being on the same line, I know that you are like a spiritual person.
Mm-hmm.
You have your own path in this spiritual life. How did it started for you? Why did you choose this path? How did it started? How it's going on? Where it's going to be? Where do you plan on going with?
Yes, sir. Um. Well, how do I say this? Uh, I'm into the occult stuff in occultism,
Okay.
but it started in a very funny way actually. Um, I was always believing in the higher force, in the energy around us since I was young. But at some point, I was very Christian actually when I was young. At some point, I became atheist because I don't know, you're young, you're trying different stuff, you're thinking about through the years in different ways. But I always had this belief in me that energy is there and can be controlled. And in ninth grade, I started watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, uh, and they played a lot of with cards. I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. What everybody knows what it is.
Yeah.
And I was for a week at my cousin's house because my parents aren't here, so somebody should watch me. And we played with a lot of cards, and I was like, I'm gonna try like to draw the card that I want, like to influence what the outcome of the shuffling that it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be. And I actually happened to draw all the cards that I wanted in single game, which is was crazy. And I had like this experience when somebody pissed me off. I became so angry at the moment that the minutes later something happens to him. Unfortunate, like not like dying or being hit by a car, but like tripping somewhere on, let's say, stairs or bird shitting on him, or choking or almost burning himself, like things like this. And I was like, okay, well, I felt like this. This happened. This does this mean that I somehow influence the outcome of what's gonna be through my emotions, through my mythology. Mm, I want to go deeper into that stuff. And I start with learning demonology, learning about demons, angels, spirits, other religions. Because I told you earlier, I was always interested into history, into mythology, and that stuff. And I was like, okay, there are a lot of religions in this world. Why should there be one true God? What does one true God means? The Bible doesn't describe like what I felt like one true God. Because the Bible describes actually two types of personality, if you think about it, of one God.
What do you
Because
mean?
in the Old Testament, which was the Jewish Torah, or
Everybody knows what's Old Testament.
yeah,
Yeah.
and God, Yahweh, Yehovah,
Jehovah,
however they pronounce it, was a wrathful God. It wasn't the all-loving God.
yeah.
Becau-
Eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth.
yeah,
That's his law for the people that, yeah, in Exodus.
in Exodus.
Yeah, that's
This actually comes from the first written laws in the world ever, which are
Yeah.
found in Sumeria.
yeah.
How do you say Sumeria in Romanian?
What?
Sumeria.
No,
Sumer.
no. Shomer means without job. It's called Sumeriene.
Sumeria. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say Sumer.
Shomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, scrier Sumeriene. That's it.
Cool. And yeah, you see in first half of the book a wrathful, vengeful God. And the second part is loving God. Like this doesn't make
The New
sense to me.
Testament you're talking about?
Yeah, the second
The
half of the New Testament.
Because in the New Testament, the God, so it's really talking and really, it's merely appearing in the New Testament. The New Testament is about the life of Jesus, view through multiple points of view.
Yeah, but Jehovah may not appear in that much in the New Testament, but he is also represented through Jesus, because people say like Jesus is his son, but at the same time, Jehovah is Jesus. Like, okay,
So you couldn't understand this. How could be one God and multiple at the same time?
no, actually, kinda can get it. Like he's so powerful, but I don't know.
But
I-
Jesus,
I-
is this idea Jesus is not God. Jesus is God for us, but it's not the same as God the Father. There are two different entities.
Yeah, but see, you learn this because you actually digged into this stuff.
Yeah,
You read, but every Christian nowadays just doesn't even know this. They don't know this.
yeah.
They're just preaching and believing what they were said by their parents or by in the church or by the priest. But you have, just as we talked earlier, we have to read the Bible for yourself to find this out, not to trust other people to read it and interpret it for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I was just like, it was just curiosity at first with me. I I read grimoires. You know what grimoire is?
A grimoire?
Grimoire.
What's a grimoire?
It's a magic book. It's a
Oh.
book filled with rituals, names of spirits, spells, and that kind of stuff, and information about demons and spirits as well. And I first done with the Lesser Key of Solomon, which is like the most popular.
Grimoire.
Yeah, not most popular, but it's very popular.
Mhm.
And there is part of it that is Ars Goetia, which is just list of the 72 demons that Solomon, like, I think, enslaved or something. And you can see their sigils. Sigils, the magical seal that is connected with the demon. A short description of the demon.
Is this a sigil? My
Not exactly. That's symbol. That's pentacle.
Oh.
Like, it can be a pentagram as well, but because it has a ring, I kinda. I think this is.
Yeah.
Anyways, and you see this whole layout of different rituals, descriptions, and you're like, okay, I'm curious to try this. Why not? I'm just gonna try this one. Tried a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff worked out. It was cool. Sometimes not the way you intend, because you have to learn a lot about this stuff in order to something happen, to have a knowledge how to protect yourself, how certain things work, how certain energies, colors, words influence the outcome of what you want. You have to learn a lot about this if you want to actually do something right and something to work out the intended way.
Do you need so? Let me ask you this. So you said you went in this just out of curiosity, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Where do you plan on going with this thing? Do you plan on searching other beliefs as well, or you just plan on extending, going into your niche of belief way more further?
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Are you going to enlarge your field of view or just strengthen it on specific niche?
I mean, for now, I'm just strengthening the specific niche, because if you want to, like, be good at something, you have to work on it a long time, and then they're gonna spread out. Like, I think these things just started for me like it's 4 5 years now, but I do it like regular on daily basis. I was like every few months doing something, meditations for like a couple of weeks, then stopping, because I had a lot of interests in my life. So I think that I'm just gonna continue with the belief, let's say, that I have right now, and I'm gonna spread out. Like, I'm still learning about other cultures and systems.
Is meditation for real?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it helps you with something?
Yeah.
With what?
Well, first, control of your thoughts and emotions. This is how it helps me as well. But there are like infinity ways to meditate. A lot of meditations can help you for different purposes. For example, chakra meditation can balance the energies in your body, so you don't feel sick as usual. Or it's, I don't know. It depends. Like, but the most basic meditations you can do is just like you have certain pattern of breathing, staying in a positions with your knees lower than your hips, of course, because this is the proper way of sitting. And just resting your palms on the knees, and try to like observe your thoughts as a third person.
Couple of visitors.
Yeah, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, just try to uh, to see the train of thoughts that passes through your brain. You already know what's happening, what emotions you feel. That's the first person, but you have to look at them as third person, to not be influenced directly by them.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way. It helps you, like, you already know what's everything, like what's happening, everything about this, but you're not influenced by them, so you can find answer for yourself if you have problem for certain situation or things. Or you can just like stick to alter certain image in your head for a long period of time. This one way you can learn how to control your thoughts.
So
as well.
it's basically like objectively thinking, but like objectively feeling. Actually, it's like the same root, but with feeling instead of thinking. Because when you think objectively, you don't think as you being a character.
You see objectively the how. Oh shit! I have to.
So you're third person also in seeing and actually receiving emotion, feeling. You're a third person in feeling.
No, your third person only has the knowledge of the situation. It's not receiving the emotions.
Okay.
That's why it's third person. Yeah, you view objectively your subjective view. That I don't know how to explain it, but that's it basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. I want to go into more personal stuff again for you.
Okay.
What is love for you?
That's a good question.
When we're speaking about true love, what are you thinking about?
I don't know. Probably like the friendship that you asked me earlier, but with more intimate stuff and for longer and more stronger.
So being able to be close and intimate to one person.
Yeah.
Is love
Yeah.
for you. I mean,
But like you have to
work on that.
work on that. Not only work on that, of course, you have to work on that, but you have to feel the
Mm.
connection in this relationship you have, for example.
Do you trust only your feelings, or because that's a thing for me personally? I don't really trust my feelings, and I'm always using too much my brain. I'm thinking too much. I'm overthinking the situation instead of trusting my own feelings. And
I don't either trust my when I have to make serious decision, I don't trust neither my feelings nor my mind. I trust my intuition, which is different.
what do you mean by intuition? It's like them combined. Them.
No, intuition. Okay, you have emotions,
Yeah.
which are created by some influence from the outside. You have your logical mind, which is which are the thoughts that you have inside. Um, if I, for example, swear at you, you become angry.
Yeah.
It's outside influence, and it creates certain emotions in you. And if you have to listen to your emotions, like I'm gonna beat this person because he made me feel this way, no. Then you have your logical mind in the same situation that says, but this is not the right way because it's not that serious. You can say like, yeah, I won't beat this person. It doesn't matter. Like it's not worthy. But then you have like
Your
I don't know
your third factor of decision, which is intuition.
intuition, yeah,
Yeah.
that you're like not surprising, but just the emotions and the logical mind, like either I don't know, they combined or disappear. But it's like fuck it. What's the point? It's not the logical mind.
Nor the emotional.
No, they're emotional. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't the best example to give about intuition, but yeah. Or for example, another example, when you're wondering like what's gonna happen, you try to use your logical mind to predict the situation. On the other hand, you have like your emotional part, that is the fear that something may not work out. But then you have your intuition that maybe tells you that you're probably gonna succeed in this. You don't have way to know how something's gonna happen, but it's this inner voice that is telling you this is the right or the wrong way to go for this.
Is the intuition connected directly with your with your thoughts? So can you influence your intuition through your thoughts? Because you told me that when you have a certain situation and you want to know how it's going to be, and you have that intuition that it's going to be good. Can you influence that intuition? Can you make the intuition, or it's just a feeling that appears based on multiple factors?
Intuition, for me, you can influence your decision at the end, but you cannot influence your intuition. Like intuition is just the snap at the moment that you feel this is the right thing. But if you try to think and use your logical mind about it, you can curve the way you think about this and probably go with the wrong decision. So you should go for the first like snap when you feel it, for the first spark. I mean, that's tough question to ask me, because intuition is also something that you work on like through meditations.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is my opinion, for my humble opinion for this topic.
Going back to the love part, have you like experienced some scenarios in life, some tough love examples, some tough love lessons that life gave you? Have you cared for a person and she or he didn't give back
Yeah.
the same love?
Yeah,
And
I do.
because I think this is a common lesson that life is giving to us. You need to learn who to direct this love, those feelings, that caring to.
Yeah, it happened to me once. Yeah, I've had this experience. Of course, everybody has it. But this just improved my way of life.
Yeah.
Okay, for the past like 1 year, I may gained a little bit of weight.
Hmm.
But yeah, this just gave me motivation. And the more I try to impress the person, the more I actually worked on me, not just trying to impress the person, the more I bettered myself. Um, I switched from like liking this person that much from just straight up hating this person because she just started to play with me.
There's a fine line between love and hate. That's what
Yeah.
I'm always saying. There's a really thin line between love and
Yeah,
hate, and if you cross it, it's really dangerous.
yeah, I know. But I've always like was like like receiving feedback but without words, like you did this, okay, this works, but I need to improve more. I improve, and then at some point the person sees like you're just doing it for them, but you're not doing it for them because you, let's say, see this person every couple of weeks, for example, for a few days, and they're thinking they're doing this for that. I'm probably okay, like you're doing this for them, and they see this and start to play with you, to use you as a toy. And you see this at some point. You may not acknowledge it in the beginning, but you see this and you're just like, yeah, you help me to improve myself, but you're still a bitch. You're just dragging yourself because I see your way of life.
Yeah.
Like you were once good, I was bad. Now the roles are switched. That's true story. I'm not going to details, but that's what
Yeah, I
happened actually.
don't need more details. I get it.
Yeah. So
That's it. Life gives lessons. Do you have regrets in this life? Do you regret something?
no, I'm happy with every decision that I make because every decision that made led me to here.
Yeah, that's true and also applies to me.
I
But
mean, probably some small decisions that aren't that much of a deal, but were something for the moment. But who cares?
yeah, every bad stuff that happens to us is meant to be for us. Because
Of course.
if you wouldn't experience bad things, how could you enjoy the good things that are in your life?
Yeah, of course. It has to be balanced there. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Okay, so we are both students now in the Netherlands. We came from
Mhm.
different countries, of course. And as a, I don't know, as a like final question, I want to ask you, how is the life here in Netherlands compared to the life back in Bulgaria?
Well, the first thing is that the law is very strict here. I mean, it's very strict compared to Bulgaria. Because in Bulgaria, you can do almost, I don't know, a lot of shit and nobody's gonna mind you. Like, they may call the police can appear for, I don't know, half an hour, then you're just free. Like, for example, noise, the problems with the noise. Like, somebody's too
Yeah,
noisy, you're having a
yeah,
party and shit. They here instantly call the police. In Bulgaria, it's like they wait 3 hours for you to stop and then call the police if you're not stopped in 3 hours. At least in that's from what I've seen in my city. But yeah, also the standard of living here is very
quality of
expensive.
life, the quality of life, you
No,
mean?
the standard
Oh,
is very
yeah,
expensive. Like
but because you also have a like bigger income compared to Bulgaria.
yeah, they also have bigger income compared to Bulgaria. That's true as well. But I love it here. Like I love the city, Leeuwarden.
Leeuwarden.
Yeah, it's lovely. I love it. Like the canals and everything. I feel comfortable here. I just love this place. Like I don't know if I told you earlier, but since 8th grade I want to come and study here in the Netherlands.
Mm.
Yeah.
So dreams come true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You asked me if I actually regret any decision of my life. No, I told you because dreams come true.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you this. Do you have any future plans for yourself? What are your future plans for yourself? What do you want to achieve through coming in Netherlands? What are you trying to become? What are your plans for the future?
Well, of course, to become millionaire. But for real, I want to create my own music company. Then I want to open a Balkan or Bulgarian. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Club here in the Netherlands, probably Groningen, because they have a lot of Bulgarians in there.
Mm.
Yeah, I have plans for the club, how it's gonna look like, what the design's gonna be like. I don't want to go into details so somebody can steal my ideas. So, yeah. But and then after this, probably open a. I don't know. I know that I want to have multiple businesses for now.
Yeah.
But these are the first two that I'm thinking because they're the most important for me because I'm a musician. I produce music for 6 years now, mainly for myself because I want to learn how the stuff is working and shit. But yeah, these are my two main plans for the next 5 years.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
So I wish you great success in what are you trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And also thank you to all our viewers who stayed until now.
Thank you.
And see you in the next episode of All&All podcast. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Buddy gon' grit that, send shots, make him get back. All that chit chat, riff rap, my niggas ain't into that.